All right, so let's go into the Tarot Club meeting. This was actually a pretty important meeting. They dropped a few gems here. Hopefully, everyone noticed that. And this piece of information, I think, foreshadows what's to come. And one piece of information we're still not 100% on was the letter or journal entry that Klein was reading about the nameless island and some sort of jewel that Roselle found there. It was like a quick scene, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was important.
Yeah, I didn't catch that part about the jewel itself. I mean, I think for me, the biggest part of that scene was the nameless island itself call out, which seems like, again, more foreshadowing that this island's going to have some type of connection later on in the season, or maybe next season now at this point.
Yeah, exactly. And if you know the answers to this in the comments, leave it. Let us know. And then from there, we go into Justice and Alger kind of making a deal.
Right.
And, Alger's price is crazy. He just threw out like £1,000.
Yeah, and it's so funny that Justice didn't even negotiate. She was just kind of like, all right, here you go.
I mean, she got money, which also leads me to question like why she would ask him for a potion in the first place. She has all that money. She comes from a wealthy family, I guess. She probably could have had like top sequences by now.
Oh, you mean from the earlier episodes? I mean, secrecy. So, I mean, in a time like that, knowledge is power. So, I mean, she's willing to pay the price of a mansion just for this bit of knowledge about the secret organizations that are in the world.
Yeah, exactly. She's basically asking him to kind of put his life on the line, which is what he said. I guess that's why he kind of charged £1,000. He's like, I can get killed for this information.
Well, he said, I think also he said that he's going to gather more information for her.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's like, I'm going to gather some more information, but I'll tell you what I know right now. Mm-hmm. And then Klein's like, I don't even have that information. I'm not I'm not on that level yet.
Right. But we did learn some interesting stuff here that, the hidden sects are at least numbered over 100 of them.
Yes.
And they've been around since the fourth epoch. Most of them, at least the biggest ones, right? Which is like the Demoness sect, the Secret Order, right? We know that. And the new one that was introduced in this episode, which was the Moses Ascetic Order?
Ascetic? I think it's aesthetic or something
yeah,
like
Moses
that. Yeah.
Ascetic Order, which gave us, they gave us some info on that as well, letting us know that they were part of the mystery prior pathway and that they even had a god at one point that was born out of knowledge that turned evil.
Yeah, that's what they call the hidden sage.
Right on.
Yeah, which looks like they worship knowledge or accumulated knowledge, I guess. And then some sort of god was created, some evil hidden sage god, which kind of lets me know, too, that worship in this animation could potentially create a god. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, does that mean if Klein has enough worshipers, he would become a god?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's definitely a possibility now that we have this hidden clue or hidden knowledge now.
Yeah, because it seems like the foreshadowing in itself as Klein could be some sort of godlike figure or leading to it at least. Mm-hmm. And then I also thought like this episode goes into Old Man Neil a lot. So I'm thinking in my head like, okay, they introduced the hidden sage and his pathway here. Is this another foreshadowing into him possibly being evil? Or maybe the group he came from?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's evil because if that same notion, you would think then Klein would be evil. Because
I mean, he would be the perfect bad guy. Just imagine out of nowhere, he's like, I planned this all along.
I mean, he would be the perfect double agent that could be inside, infiltrating this whole time.
Exactly. So for the hidden sage god, the god of knowledge.
Yeah, and I don't know if they ever said that god was ever like extinguished or he's still around to this day. They didn't really clarify that.
I don't think any clarification of defeating gods ever has been clarified. I think they're just there and they just do what they can to skate around them,
Yeah, I know. So another secret order that wasn't called out in this scene specifically, but was later on in one of the loading scenes that usually I call them loading scenes, but it's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
was that there's another sect that's pretty old, as ancient as the other three, and that's the Blood Sanctify sect.
Yes, that one has been mentioned a few times.
Oh, really?
And yeah, in a few episodes. And I think it has something to do with the blood that came out of the clown when Klein was investigating one of the events that happened in the last episode. I keep thinking that in my head. I'm like, okay, what's the significance of blood showing everywhere? And I think it might have to do something with this group.
Okay, I thought that significance was maybe the reason why he created the charms too this episode.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you know that answer. We would like to know. Obviously, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but we like to think ahead. We're worshiping the hidden sage here. All right, before we move on, let's use that hidden sage knowledge and like and subscribe.
All right, well, from there we transition to the most action-packed scene of this episode when we have is he like a
Merman.
fish? I mean, we know it's Haver, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, it looks like that's what the folk monster lore ability looks like it does, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Folk of Rage. I guess it's a fishman monster kind of class or something like that. But, I thought it was pretty cool. He was pretty powerful. You know what it showed me is the poet class was more useful than we thought, because Leonard was like really like just dodging everything. He was very agile.
Yeah, he was pretty dope. It looked like he had gambit abilities, the way he turned the staff
right?
to like red.
Who would have known that making rhymes was that lethal? like that's crazy, right?
And he could teleport around with the rose petals. That was cool too.
Yeah, he was doing some cool things, and I was like, okay, this is pretty useful. Like, this is a good battle, like outside battle, not in like a little room or a staircase like it usually is,
Yeah, on top of the ship. It had a really cool scenes, and then we got to see Klein again use his lucky powers.
Yeah, all the time, bro. Like that kick he did. Yeah, the power of luck, the plot armor.
Plot armor power.
And then, then there's a scene where they finally beat Haver, and then, they figure out that's him, that's his body. And old man Neil has to off his homeboy after he cleans him up. He's like, let me clean him up real quick. Then he shoots him in his head. He's like, I'm the last one now.
Yeah, pretty tragic. I still don't understand what the significance of the blood on his hand was.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't think there was any other than to Klein to show how Klein cares about him. Mm-hmm. Klein's like, your hand. And Leonard's like, just leave him alone, Let him do what he has to do. And then from there, we go into a scene where Neil's kind of playing the piano, and he's all dramatic.
Yeah, it had that Phantom of the Opera kind of style going on.
Yes,
right?
and then Klein notices his shrine. Mm-hmm. He's all shocked. He's like, all these little trinkets that Neil has collected from all his dead homeboys. Yeah, Neil was in the streets, bro.
And maybe that's why it hits harder now that we were discussing it, that I think they all lost control, and that's probably why he kept a little token of each one of them in their shrines. And so it was hitting Klein harder with like realizing like, dang, like this person lost control, that person lost control, this one. Like it is a reality that I could lose control.
Yeah, losing control is real out here. For real. Like you gotta watch out.